Hey, what's up, you guys? Okay, so look, we back again. Okay, we back again. We got another video for y'all today. Okay, so this video here is gonna be about the full moon lunar eclipse that is taking place today, May 5th, in the sign of Scorpio. Okay, so very intense stuff. Okay, very intense things happening right now. Okay, so before we get into that, let me just stop and say thank you guys for being here. Thank you guys for tuning in yet again. Make sure you guys like this video, share, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff, okay? Because we finna get this content rolling. So y'all gotta be here. Y'all gotta be here for this, okay? I got a lot for y'all. Okay, so mira, listen. Right now, we are for sure living in some intense times, okay? Intense times, okay? So we're in eclipse season, number one. Let's just get that out the way. We are in eclipse season right now, right? Eclipse season is like a heightened time of the year. We have them a few times throughout the year, right? And everything is just pretty much like heightened, okay? And you mix that with Scorpio. You mix that with the full moon. Like, this is intense energy, okay? So the full moon itself is like endings, closing out, like, endings, basically, things coming to fruition, things manifesting, okay? And then you have this whole thing happening in Scorpio, and Scorpio, oh god, Scorpio energy. I don't really like Scorpio energy, but Scorpio energy is necessary, okay? Scorpio energy is uncomfortable. It's like those like murky waters. You don't really know what's going on like that, but it's definitely more so based around death and rebirth, okay? Kind of like Pluto, okay? It's crazy because like my Pluto is in Scorpio. So that, yeah, I'll get into that later, okay? I'll tell you guys about that later. But this right here is like intense times, okay? Intense times right now. So basically what a lunar eclipse is when the moon is basically cast between like the earth's shadow and like the sun. So the moon will appear to be like red, because that's coming from the earth. Like the shadow of like the earth is like, casting off like a reddish type of hue. So we won't be able to see it from here in America, but if you are in parts of like Africa, Asia, I want to say Australia, like they will be able to see it. It will be happening for them, okay? It'll be super visible in their skies in different parts of those continents. Okay, so let's get into it. Okay, so this right here will be the last lunar eclipse, okay, in Scorpio for like 9 years. Okay, so we won't see this again for like 9 years. The last one that we had was up in like November. So if anything big happened in November, so it was like, something being like, kicked up in your life, right now you might see a harsh ending to that. Like anything that you like started around like November time, you know what I'm saying? It could be a relationship, it could be like a job, it could be it could really be anything, even if like you fell on hard times or something like that. That means that right now we're gonna start seeing an ending of things like that right there, that started up in like November, basically, right? Which is a good thing, but it's a very, very uncomfortable change. It's kind of like forced and accelerated change. It's like that change where it's like, okay, I want something to change, but I'm about to just like move at my own pace to get it done, to change these things. Here is a time that says, no, we're not waiting, boom, we making this happen right now. So like right now is not the ideal time for manifestation, basically, right now is not the ideal time to be manifesting something, to be trying to like, put something together, do a ritual for something, because it's almost like you're trying to like make something happen and like a tornado is going on. There's a tornado going on and you like, oh, let me go to Disneyland. Like, no, like you don't want to go there right now. You don't want to get through this tornado to get somewhere, because it might be some collateral damage in the process of you trying to like manifest something and like do something. So right now is more so ideal for like release work, okay? So release work, release anything that's not serving you, whether that's a person, a job, a lifestyle, a habit, you know, a thinking pattern, whatever it is. Right now is the time for you to release that. And doing your release work, I mean, you could write it down and burn it. You could write it down and take it to the ocean and let it go. You could just, like, you know, go through like a meditation of like releasing. You could just pray. I mean, there's different ways that you can, like, you know, go about like a releasing, you know, process, a releasing ceremony, if you will. But right now is a time to honestly think about what is not fitting in your life and get rid of it, okay? Even if it's something big and you can't just be like, boom, right now is the time for you to just put that out there into the universe and start like mentally preparing yourself to like let it go. Even if the change happens in stages and cycles, like, you want to start rolling out those things that no longer serve you, okay? And it's time for us to all just kind of like sit and like really like do like an inventory of ourselves, our mind, our body, our environment, our emotions. Like, do like an inventory and just be like, okay, like, what's going on? What do I have to do? You know, what do I got up in here, you know, in like my personal space? Like, do I have like, you know, stuff sitting around that I could just like get rid of? Because right now is really a time to clear out your space. Like, I know we're also in like the springtime right now, so springtime is also about like, you know, spring cleaning. You want to, you know, get everything, you know, taken care of it, out with the old and with the new kind of thing. But right now is really, really, really highlighting that, to where you're like, let me go through my phone and delete all the pictures that like I don't even need no more. Sometimes if you're like me, I'll take like 10 pictures. Like, I'll be like, let me take a picture. Boom, 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 boom. I took like 10 pictures. And then I don't really go back and like delete the pictures. I kind of just let them sit there, and then I run out of data and space and all this stuff on my phone. So, you know, you gotta go through them pictures and them videos, and you gotta just delete all the stuff that like is just like excess. You know what I'm saying? Delete all of the files, the emails, all that stuff right there. Like, delete all that stuff out of your phone, out of your electronic devices. Go through like your drawers and stuff like that, and just get rid of anything that like you don't need anymore. Like, I just went through my stuff, my daughter's stuff. Like, I went through like most of our clothes, and I got rid of like bags and bags of clothes, because it was just like, oh my god, we have so much clothes. We have to start getting rid of some of this stuff. So I was like, you know, already feeling the energy last weekend, because that's the thing with eclipse energy. Eclipse energy, you're gonna feel it for like quite a while, you know. But whenever you're right at the point of it, it's like that's where it's like the most intense. So right now, you know, it's getting more intense right now. So yeah, like right now is a good time for doing like any type of like release work, releasing things that don't serve you, releasing people that are just like not in alignment with you no more. And I know that we look at those people in our life where we feel like, oh, I owe this person because this person looked out for me, or oh, like me and this person was friends since like kindergarten or something like that. But now y'all don't really vibe like that. But it's like, oh, I'm just keeping you around because we've been cool all this time. Like, honestly, that's nice and stuff like that. But if that person is like not in alignment with who you are and like where you're going, they holding you back or anything like that, right now was a really good time to do like release work, excuse me, to do release work in order to let that person go. I mean, there are other people that you're gonna find on your journey that's gonna, you know, come through for you and be there for you and be that rock that you need and be that friend that you need and be that, you know, ear that you need to hear you and that shoulder you might need to cry on and stuff like that, because it is Scorpio time, and you know Scorpio is emotional, okay? Yeah, I know Scorpio time is emotional time, okay? Like, I love my people that's Scorpio, but Scorpio is like that like crying energy, okay? Because Scorpio people be like emotional. But you gotta be careful with Scorpio, because it's like they crying but they want to kill you sometimes. Like it's Scorpio people are just different, okay? We're gonna move on. Okay, so let's talk about some positive things with Scorpio. Okay, so the positive ideals of like Scorpio would be the transformation. Okay, because the scorpion itself sheds its skin, so that's always a good thing, because you don't want to be the same way forever. You don't want to be the same person forever. You don't want to be like, oh, I'm just always like this, I'm just not going to change. Like, to me, honestly, there's no such thing as that. If you're living your life and you're just like dedicated to being the same and not ever changing, I think that right there is really immature. I think like you're moving backwards in life. I think that is really overrated. Like, people be like, oh my God, you changed. And it's like, oh my God, you stayed the same. Like change is good. Change is supposed to happen. Like, we don't have one season all year while we're living on earth. Like, we had like seasons change. Like, everything changes in nature. Like, we are a part of nature. We're supposed to be changing as well. You see what I'm saying? So I think that it's really important right now to focus on that rebirth. Focus on, you know, taking like the sand and turning it into a pearl, so to speak. And right now is the ideal time to do that. Right now is the ideal time to take what you have and to you know, transform it. Like, I feel like some people sit around, I'm speaking metaphorically right now, some people sit around and they wait for like a cake, right? But they don't realize they have the cake mix, they have the eggs, they have the oil, they have the pots and pans and the mixers and the stove. They have everything to make the cake, but they don't have the cake. But you have what it takes to make the cake. Like, you got to transform all that stuff into what you want it to be. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's time, people. Right now is a time. Like, we have to do our own work so that way we can transform. And I think that is so important to highlight that right now is a time where transformation is like ideal for transformation. Okay, I feel like sometimes, like, I talk to, like, you know, a ton of people all the time. I have a ton of clients that I see, all of that, and people are always so afraid of the transformation and so afraid of the change. And what I've been telling people these past few weeks is that if you're going to go through a transformation and you're afraid of the transformation because you don't know what's on the other side and you're nervous about it and you don't know how your life is gonna look and what if you make somebody mad and all this stuff, right now is like the ideal time to go through that. Because on a global standpoint right now, like, we are having a huge global transformation right now. Like, we have like tons of stuff going on, especially, I mean, I don't want to get super astronomical and, you know, cosmic with y'all and stuff like that, but like right now Mercury is retrograde. Like, right now we have a lot of things that are changing in our world. A lot of, like, you know, bank stuff is going to be changing. A lot of entertainment stuff is going to be changing. Like, we're starting to see all these changes happening right now. Currency, like so many different things, right? Stuff that we all thought was secure and safe might not be so secure and safe, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, y'all might want to get an offshore account or something, you feel me? You might want to take some money out the bank and keep it up under your mattress or something, you feel me? Like, you might want to do something like that right now, because it's a lot going on, okay, globally. But I don't want to talk about like global. Let's talk about personal for a minute, okay? Let's talk about personal. Personally, we are all going through changes right now. We all are having things pop up right now that's showing us like, okay, like, this has to change. That's not working out. You know, the wheels is getting rusty and you keep spraying them with WD-40 and now the wheel finna pop off. And like, we like, oh, we don't want the wheel to pop off. We got, no, let that wheel come off. Go get you a new wheel. Go get you some new wheels. Like go get a whole new wagon. You see what I'm saying? Like, we can't just sit around and just like settle for the like you know, the bare minimum. You know what I'm saying? We absolutely have to be ready to upgrade, ready for more. But how are we going to do those upgrades? How are we going to get more and expect more if we're not willing to transform? Because anybody could like get something, gain something, and then lose it. You know what I'm saying? But like, times like this is like preparing us internally to, like, you know, upgrade ourselves and transform ourselves, so that way whatever we have that's coming in, we have the wisdom and the knowledge to keep those things, to take care of those things, to, you know, honor those things, and, you know, cherish those things that are coming into our lives. Because a lot of what we have around us right now is about to be, you know, transformed and changed, and some stuff will be released. Okay, so let's talk about sorry. So let's talk about things to do during this time. Okay, so right now, as I already talked to you guys about, is like release work. Okay, release work can be done through journaling. Release work can be done through praying, meditating, even talking to someone. If you have a therapist, that's like so amazing. I'm a therapist, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, get a therapist, get you a therapist. Okay, but like you need to be like actively like releasing something. Okay, that right there is really important right now. We can already touch on this one right here as well, but like clearing out your space is so important right now. Whatever is in your space like that doesn't, you don't like need it anymore, get rid of it. Another thing that you can do, if you like, should I get rid of my stuff? I see what you're saying, but you should. But if you don't want to, or if you already did or whatever, and you still want to do a little something extra, like rearrange your house, like, you know, move your couches, move your TV, go in your bedroom, you know, put your bed on the other side of the room, you know what I'm saying, move your stuff around a little bit. That right there is another really good thing that you can be doing. Another thing that's so important right now is self-expression. Okay, right now you have to be like releasing, you know, what's inside of you as well, and self-expression is a good way to do that. You can do that through journaling, you can do that through drawing, you can do that through like you know, anything creative, anything that you can like do with your hands. I know people who like to crochet and do like, you know, clay work and pottery and, you know, stuff like that, painting. You know, all those right there are great ways to do your own personal self-expression. That right there is really good to do right now, because you want to definitely be releasing everything from yourself. You don't want to hold nothing in. Holding things in is like so bad. Like it causes so much stress. It causes dis-ease, which turns into disease. Like you want to make sure that whatever you do, you're like releasing it, you're letting it go, you're getting it out there. Okay. So since things right now are just like so crazy and so hectic, I already mentioned that I would not recommend manifestation right now. What I would recommend is affirmations. Okay, daily affirmations are so important right now. Getting yourself grounded is like so important right now, because like I personally think that, I mean, I haven't read this nowhere, I don't know this for sure, but I'm just going off of my intuition and what I feel. But I just feel like us as like a country, as like, you know, the planet, honestly, I think that we're like, we have been going through like a refining. That's what I would call it. I will say that we are going through a refining, and there is going to be a lot of changes that are going to happen, and there's going to be a lot of things that are not going to be the same anymore. Like, you know, we wasn't all prepared for what happened in 2020. I ain't gonna say the word, y'all know what I'm talking about. We wasn't all prepared for that, but it happened, and so many people were not like doing good through that time. Like people had straight up breakdowns. We had like the most you know, unaliving that we had seen for a long time, you feel me? And it was bad. It was real bad. I don't want to scare nobody. I'm not a fear-mongering type of person, but I think that grounding and like, you know, doing grounding meditations, doing grounding work, you know what I'm saying, I have my I have some spray for that. I have a grounding spray that you can use. So if you guys want to go into the Seven Wonders shop and get the grounding spray, like this, trust me, this right here will get you good, okay? Because you want to be secure during this time. You want to be grounded during this time, okay? Because there's going to be a lot of changes happening. But if the tree's roots are grounded, then when the wind blows, the tree ain't worried about nothing. You feel me? So you gotta make sure that you are grounded at all times, period. Doing a cleanse of your body right now is so important as well. I would honestly say something that I personally do, you can do this also if it works for you, but to like help out with that would be to like increase your water intake. Like when you first wake up in the morning, I have this water that I drink. This right here is like 20 ounces, okay, which isn't really that much, but I just drink like 1 or 2 of these right here right when I first wake up, okay? Right when I first wake up, boom. And it's really good for your kidneys also, right? But like the first like 6 hours of the day, just drinking a lot of water, juicing and all this, you know, healthy type of stuff. And at nighttime, maybe like 7, 8 o'clock, stop eating food, only drink water. You know, stay away from soda, stay away from sugary drinks, stay away from anything that's not pure juice. If you look on the side of the juice bottle that you buy and it say like 2% juice, 10% juice, stay away from stuff like that. That stuff has like so much like bad chemicals in it. Like it's so bad for you. Like you have no idea how bad this stuff is for your body, okay? water, okay? Water. Make sure it's a quality water, spring water, alkaline water, you know, stuff like that. There should be like places in your neighborhood where you can go and take like bottles and just get pure alkaline water. It might only be like $1 for every gallon or something like that. Like, just spend $1, get the alkaline water, like, you know, upgrade yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, your birthday, your body is your temple. A card that I have pulled the other day is this right here, okay? I want to share this with you guys. Let's see if it focuses, okay? Nourish your temple, okay? Nourish your temple. Like, this right here is like so important to like make sure that you are like eating green vegetables and you're eating fruit and that you are drinking water, because your body reproduces itself based on what you put in it. So like right now is a good time to like cleanse your body out of anything that's like bad. Go and do like a colon cleanse. Go and do like a system cleanse. Like, there are so many cleanses out there that you could be buying for yourself. On Amazon primarily is where I see them, but you could be getting all these different cleanses to just like, you know, take 3 days, you know what I'm saying, to just like shut your body down from all the carbs and the sugars and, you know, the grease and the, you know, the stuff that just doesn't belong in your body, the processed stuff, okay? And cleanse out your temple. Like, right now is like the ideal time to do that, okay? So I think that's really important for all of us to be cleansing our body, cleansing our space, all right? Okay, so I really want to stress to you guys, okay? I have so many products that are in the 7 Wonders shop that will help you through these type of obstacles and challenges and times. I have the Wonder sprays up right now. I can make a spray for anything that you need a spray for, okay? If you have anxiety, if you feel depressed, I have sprays that will absolutely boost your confidence, boost your emotions, boost your energy, and get you going. You know what I'm saying? I got sage, I have Palo Santo, I have selenite wands, I have the chakra sage, which is like my absolute favorite sage that I have right now is the chakra sage. Like, it is amazing. It burns beautifully. You absolutely have to go and get that chakra sage, okay? It's amazing. But right now is the time for us to be doing this work, you guys, okay? Because I don't want things to keep on going and progressing, and like people don't even be thinking about upgrading themselves and changing themselves and getting in tune with themselves, and then next thing you know, some shit happens and it's too late. You know what I'm saying? We need to prepare for all that we need to prepare for right now, okay? Right now is the time. Because if not now, then when, okay? So much love to you guys. Thank you all so much for tuning in. Please remember please don't forget to like this video, share this video, subscribe to my channel, and leave a comment on the video. Thank you all so much for being here once again, and we will be back again very soon with some videos and some more content. And if there's any topics out there that you all want to hear about, definitely let me know. You feel me? Let me know, and I will do a video more than likely on it, okay? Much love to you guys all, and peace. Okay, you guys, I have some bonus footage that I want to add at the end of this video right here, okay? Thank you all for staying tuned. Thank you all for sticking around, and here we go, okay? So the bonus footage that I have today is going to be pulling a card, okay? So whenever I do like my spiritual videos and stuff like that, I'm going to start pulling a card, okay? Today we're actually going to pull a couple of cards from a couple of decks, okay? We're going to right now use the traditional Rider-Waite tarot deck. This right here is like the most basic tarot deck there is, like one of like the first ones ever. As you can see, like most of like the artwork is like older. Okay, is it gonna focus or no? Okay, yeah, you can see like this right here is like old images and stuff like that, right? So this right here is one of like the first tarot decks that I ever purchased actually. Okay, so we are actually gonna just pull one out right now. So more than one card is coming out here, okay? We're gonna just keep shuffling. Okay. And another deck that I use is called the Moonology deck, okay? Moonology. This right here is like the second deck that I ever got. This is the Oracle deck. And a lot of you guys may or may not know, but I am like, I love the moon. The moon to me is just like so romantic. It's so beautiful. It goes through stages and cycles. It's connected to women. I'm a woman. Our cycle is connected to the moon. And I just think that that's so beautiful. So I've always been very, very intrigued with the moon. And that's what, you know, made me want to buy this deck in particular. And once I started working with it, it was just like, oh my God, I love it. Okay. Let's see if I can just pull out one more. Okay, so the first cards that we have coming out is the Chariot card as well as the Six of Wands. Okay, so what this right here is saying is that like the Chariot card is all about, it's funny, I had the thing about like the wheel and stuff like that, so that goes with like cars, and the Chariot is all about like, you know, like mobiles with wheels, so like a wagon, a car, a bus, whatever, right? That's what the Chariot card kind of represents and rules. But the Chariot card in itself also is about balance, and it's also about overcoming obstacles. Okay, so I think that this right here is a really good sign that we are going to be victorious in overcoming obstacles, because the Six of Wands card is all about victory. It's all about you know, being in the spotlight and stuff like that. So if you're doing something where you are supposed to put yourself in the spotlight, just know that you have a lot of positive energy around you, pushing you forward to do this right here and to go that route. Okay, which is funny because we also have the full moon in Aquarius card. Okay, and this right here is a card that says, let's see if it's gonna focus, it says show the world the real you. Okay, so if you like, I think that right now it ain't no future in your fronting. You feel? I feel like sometimes people could front and they can kind of get away with it, but I don't feel like that could happen like long term. I think that if you fronting about something, like it's gonna come to the light. You see what I'm saying? So honestly, like with this right here and this card right here, this is like showing me that you have to be the real you, so that way you can overcome the obstacles. That way you can be victorious. You can't be somebody else and think you finna win out here. Like, come on now, okay? And the other card that's coming out is a new moon card, and this right here is a new moon in Cancer. Okay, you and your loved ones are safe. Okay, you and your loved ones are safe. With all the changes happening in the world right now, I really honestly feel like people like me and the people that are like connected to me, like people that like listen to me and really like take my advice and stuff like that, who are confident in themselves and are really themselves, like we're gonna be good through any and all obstacles and changes that are coming our way. Like you and your loved ones are going to be fine. And like Cancer is all about like home, it's about like family, you know, and stuff like that. So I really think that like your home space is gonna be fine. You're gonna be fine. I really think that this right here is like a positive omen to show that we're all gonna be okay. Like no matter what happens, like we're all gonna get through it. So I think that the main thing to do is to, you know, obviously keep your relationship with the divine #1 in your life. Okay, whether you call it the divine, the source, God, universe, whatever word you use. Okay, we're all talking about the same exact energy force. Okay, the creator of the universe. Okay, God. Like I say the divine, Unter. So that right there is what we all need to stay grounded to and connected with through any and everything in our lives. That should always be #1 in my opinion, right? But first, let's go a little bit further than that. Like we have to be taking care of ourselves and the people around us, our family. We need to be making decisions and choices and thinking about ourselves and the people around us. Like we can't make selfish choices that only benefit us and like screw everybody else over around us. Like that's not going to be good. But I think that if you keep your family and yourself and everyone, you know, in high regard, and make sure that you're doing what you need to do to protect them in a positive way, I'm pretty sure everything is going to go good for you. Okay, like God favors that. Like I feel like God favors that so much whenever somebody is just focused on winning for the betterment of everybody and not like in like a selfish type of way. Okay, so yeah, that right there is what I'm going to end this off with. Okay, it's a Chariot and the Six of Wands, which are two very good cards, as well as the new moon in Cancer and the full moon in Aquarius. Okay, so be you and know that you guys will be safe. Okay, much love, peace.